Now, during this time, being around Tupac, did you guys ever hang out with Biggie or Diddy or anybody?
No, we never did hang with Diddy, man. So Biggie was an official Thug Life member. This is true. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of people do know. So Biggie Smalls was an official Thug Life member, but I believe some paperwork had got him caught up to where he signed an exclusive deal with Bad Boy Records. And but Diddy never came around us. Pac could go to New York and deal with Diddy on his own accord, and so all that really came through the Big Stretch, who's a member of Live Squad. Stretch got killed. Y'all might have heard of that. You know what I'm saying? But him and Pac fell out in the end. But it's Big Stretch is also a Thug Life member, man, and let bygones be bygones, man. May they rest in peace, man. God bless the dead.
Did you guys ever do any songs for Thug Life with Biggie?
Right, we did, man. So there was a song called "Running from the Police," and that was Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Big Stretch, and the Outlaws. So the original Outlaws in the beginning was called the Thoroughheads, and the Thoroughheads consisted of Idi Amin, Castro, and Yaki Gaddafi. Them three is the original Outlaws. They was there. Then came along Napoleon, which who we call Wihtout. So them three was on the song with Biggie and Pac and Big Stretch. And so we was shipping 500,000 CDs and tapes at this time. Tapes and CDs in at this time. So when they was shooting out they shot. I think they shipped like 250,000 units, and Biggie was calling Interscope for like 7,500. And when he was calling Biggie for Biggie called Interscope. He wanted to retrieve 7,500. Pac felt disrespected that he was asking me for 7,500. And I mean, it really like what I'm saying. It really took a time for the work, just based on like. So Pac, man, if Pac coming to the studio, I don't care if he do one song or he do 10 songs. He's not gonna ask you for $1. I don't care if you the biggest name to the unknown name. Pac could come to the studio and never charge nobody, right? He just do it from the heart and the love. He knew he was gonna get his if it was gonna be a single or on the royalties. But long story short, when Biggie that reciprocate that type of professionalism that Pac was doing, or should I say, not professionalism. That's kind of harsh. But just that kind of love that Pac was displaying. How we supposed to come up in the game. Hard on the grind, man, and support one another. He just felt he should have got that love back, man. So Biggie asked for 7,500. Pac is like, man, that song, man, and he took it off. And it really was 250,000 units of the album and the CD pressed up. If you get 250 copies and units pressed up, that's a loss. You know what I'm saying? They was already going out to be shipped, and he just took them and took off the whole song. And so at this time, we was in Harlem, New York, and Pop was on the phone with Tom Wiley, the A&R, and we was in the van, me, Side Mac, a few of the Outlaws, and a few other homies. We was in a big old cargo promo van, like about 8 rows of seats, like that. You know what I'm saying? So Pac, y'all heard, but for real, man. When Pac go on one, he go on one, man. So he was screaming at the top of his lungs, and he was like, that song, take that song, I don't give a fuck. And Tom Wiley was trying to calm me down, like, man, you're gonna lose money, man. You're gonna lose money if we take this song off. We're gonna lose money, man. And I ain't gonna even lie, man. We just sitting there listening, but at the same time, we already mourning the loss of that song, man. That song was a hit, man. Running from the Police, everybody liked that song, man. So we knew, man, it was something that we needed because Biggie was a real nigga with us, man. Biggie, man, we love Biggie. Biggie used to with us, man. Like, man, this whole story is a tragedy, man. Everything go to love to hate, man. Life to death. You know what I'm saying?
So Tupac felt that disrespected by him wanting to get paid. That's okay, dang. And this was probably the first issue you seen between him and Biggie.
Man, it was other issues, man. Like shit that went down as far as little hearsay type stuff. But it wasn't necessarily with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, it probably was when people Biggie was around and all that little type of stuff. Long story short, what really, everybody got a different story to tell, but what I know and I believe, Pac wasn't feeling like your boy, his boy was asking for 7,500. You know what I'm saying? And then, we looking at it now like, okay, people getting what, 200, a half a million or a half a million for a verse, right? That's today, but believe me, Biggie was the first person, man, getting like 700 to 10,000. Because back in the day, man, in the 80s and the early 90s, motherfuckers wasn't even charging to do a feature, man. It really wasn't no features, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers wasn't charging you to do no feature.
Damn.
So,
Okay.
so at that time, 7,500 was a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the boy Pac, man, he really had the boy Biggie up under his wing, man. I was his road dog, man. Like, people, man, I don't really think they understand the significance of Pac and Biggie, man. And like, even though Biggie was that nigga, like Biggie was that nigga without Pac, man. I mean, let's not get it twisted, but man, they became 6'8" randomates, man. They was real friends. They had real love for each other, man. And, wherever you see Pac, you see Biggie. Wherever you see Biggie, you see Pac, man. And they was two of a kind, man. And to separate on that level, on that note, it's gonna be bad blood, man. So I think it was just a situation of them loving each other so hard that they fought so hard, and it wasn't so much Biggie, man. It was Pac. You know what I'm saying? So with Biggie didn't want to take it there, man. Biggie was hurt. They had a show on at the Roxy, man. Me, Macadosis, my homie Key Rock, and Lil Runner. We all went to the show, and my cousin Low. We all went to the show. It was like 5, 6 deep. It was at the Roxy. So it was Biggie. Biggie was headlining. Faith Evans did her song. That's what she had. I remember the day. So Faith performed. Redman performed. And the EPMD group Illegal performed, right? And me and Mac got on the stage and we performed. But after the show, man, because Pac was in jail, you know what I'm saying, for the rape case there, so this like 95. And me and Biggie, man, we was outside and we had a big old crowd around us, man. Puffy had a rental 600 Benz, man. It was with the diesel fuel engine. I'll never forget, it was a rag. And P. Diddy was sitting, all my homies was around me, and me and Biggie was in the front. Mac wasn't even saying nothing, but Mac was on the side, but it was me and Biggie. And Biggie was just like, man, what's up with Mo Preem? I said, man, Mo Preem at the house, man. He came to like, man, tell Mo Preem I love him, man. He was like, man, when the last time you talked to Pac, man? I said, I talked to him last week in the studio. And he was like, man, I love that nigga, man. I don't know why he going as far with it, man. I mean, I love that nigga, man. I only been. And it was crazy that we got to hear that part of Biggie when the heat was on from his, we family. He know we Pac family. He family with us too. But at the same time, it's just like he vented that, man. And when he vented that, he was sincere, man. He had strong sensations and real emotions with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have damn near shed a tear, man. And he vented that, man. He said, man, bro, man, I love that nigga, man. And I started clowning with him. I said, man, because we call Pac hot head. I said, man, that nigga hot head tripping, man. He goes, man, y'all gonna get over that shit, man. Don't even trip. That's how I did it. I was real flamboyant with him. I just want to lift his spirits up. But in a sense, man, I had hope, man. I didn't see everything taking a turn for the worse the way it did, even though I understand how it went that way.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Well, this all started over Tupac getting shot. Were you in New York when he got shot, or where were you at?
No, I wasn't there. We was in the studio recording Thug Life at that time. We still was recording at that time.
Okay. How'd you get the news that he got shot?
Oh man, it was crazy. I got the news. I got the news from my auntie. I got an auntie who stay in Diamond Bar. She just immediately called the house. She's like, they got your boy on TV right now. Flash news. He got shot up. And I'm like, what? You know, I was kind of scared because I didn't know if he was gonna die or not. Cause she was just like, he got shot 5 times. You know, that's man, we 5 times. Man, I'm like, man, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But then I called the house and stuff because my mom wanted to talk to me. She was like, "Boy, that boy got shot." And I'm like, "Yeah, mama, he got shot." And we didn't really know the conditions of the wounds at that time, but just the news was just like he got shot in the head. He got shot here. We don't know if that head shot was a, real dome shot or point blank. We didn't know all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a scary situation, man.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.